Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of the Dive into the ACOTAR series. We are on Acromap Season 2. In the last video, so spoilers! Spoilers for the first two books. In the last video, we were talking about how Rhys either has absolute power as a High Lord, but chooses not to use it, making him a monster for the wing clippings being allowed, because he could just say, nope, or he doesn't have absolute power. If he does not have absolute power, he is not a High Lord. It is either or. It is one or two. It's a binary. So let's get into it. I think that Rhys cooed the High Lord of the Night Court, and I think he compelled them into forgetting that. I know, that's a huge take. I think that at one point we have Rhys talking about there being a coup, because basically what happens is someone who is described as a dreamer wants to basically have something good. And so they coup the High Lord, or they do a coup because the Night Court was originally the capital, and then they moved it somewhere else. Now, it's described as a coup, and it doesn't sound like the High Lord you can't coup the coup. You can't coup yourself. And if we look at A Crown of Candy, can a queen coup a king? I don't know, but a countess can coup a king. I know a count can. Also, a queen can't coup a king. Look at Catherine the Great. The reason why I say that is because what he's describing is a coup. There was a coup of the Night Court. He didn't use the words coup, but the person that took over, it was not said to be a High Lord. Initially, it was talking about the High Lord, and then there was a change of power. And then there you go. And Dreamer was a part of that. Rhys in this book constantly is referred to as a dreamer. He's the dreamer in the court of dreams. So I think he did a coup. I think that makes a lot of sense, if we're looking at it just from that perspective. There we go. And plus, he either does not have the absolute power, or he chooses not to use it. If it is, he does not have it, if he does not have absolute power, that means he's not a High Lord. How do you know that coup so well? Why is it your first thought in the inner circle? Why is Cassian's first thought in the inner circle to coup the queens? And Rhys, he doesn't go, no, we're not cooing the queens. No. Also, we don't know what that would do to the book. That's not, we shouldn't coup the government. That is simply saying, there's those reasons not to do it. Otherwise, we would do it. Interesting. I think potentially maybe Amwyn's in on it. I think Moy's mind was probably changed along with everyone else. I think his mind melting made it even to the soil. If not, then it got pretty. I think that it is a huge thing, and I think that's why he is so insecure at the idea of not being called a High Lord, because I don't think he is one. I think that's also why he complied with Amarantha. Well, yes, still a victim. I think that's why he complied with Amarantha, so that she didn't realize she doesn't have all the powers. And also, I want to point out, Amarantha did not really like him. she didn't really care about him. She cared about Tamlin. The only thing she liked to do with Rhys is to make him upset because of Tamlin. Right? So, also, one hit. His dad took one hit from Tamlin. Gone. That's one hit. One hit. That's either suspicious or Tamlin's really strong. Who do I think it is? I think either it is Moy's family, if Moy has a brother, because why are we saying that he is loosely connected, but then also Moy has a mother and father? It would make sense that father and mother are very angry with Rhys because they stole from them, because their family, it said that their family used to be High Lords. Long ago, so long ago, don't worry. It was so long ago, no one knows. Yes, that is what it is. That is basically how it's described. So could it be related to Moy in some way? I don't think it is Moy, because I think that whoever it is, if they're close by, people will be like, because they can sense magic, so I think they'll go, where are you from? Where are you from? No, what am I? Oh, that means, hey, bud. Yeah. So, but I do think that whoever the actual High Lord is the strongest, most powerful one. However, I don't know where they are. I think they might be in the prison and just like shackled down somewhere. Or I don't know. It's just being held captive somewhere. That would make a lot of sense to me. One of the two. So I don't think we yet know of them, whoever this High Lord is. I think they're in the prison though. I think either they're in the prison or they are in a prison. That is my take. And the Sawyer never said Rhys's name. The Sawyer said the High Lord of the Night Court. So, my take, he's not the High Lord. Someone else is. I think they're imprisoned somewhere, maybe in the actual prison, or not. I think that is my guess. I don't think we know yet. Especially at book 2, I don't think we even know the location of them, and I am not confident enough to make a guess of the location. I think whatever prison it is a very powerful one, if not something similar to Amren's prison, of which she's imprisoned somewhere else. So maybe this High Lord is imprisoned on a different plane, like how in Throne of Glass you have the keys and you can go to a different thing. Maybe that is where this High Lord is. But no, I don't think Rhys is, and I think that Rhys did coup whoever it is, and then maybe win it all. And how fun would it have been? No, it seems like she was there longer. I was like, how fun would it have been if Rhys is the reason why Amren is trapped there? A switcheroo. I don't know. That is my thoughts. Also, Amren's a liar. Okay, Rhys is mean. He rules with cruelty. He does not have absolute power, or if he does, he chooses not to use it, making him a monster. And I think he could the High Lord, the most powerful High Lord that Feyre's made it to, and I think they'll either in a different plane of existence, maybe like the Crescent City line, because I know they're connected, so somehow maybe they all with the keys from Throne of Glass, or they're just locked up under a mountain somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe they're locked up underneath the Mortal Queens, and I'm like, You are under here, and if you leave, you die. So, that's my guess. Oh my gosh, what if it was like that? It was like, you don't want to leave? Okay. You're trapped beneath whatever city, like city of Alara, so it's like you're trapped underneath there and you can't leave, and that's why they'll actually have been protected for so long, or they're trapped under like the night court, and that's just like, you wanted the night court so bad, you're trapped here forever. It could be one of those. I wouldn't be okay with any of those. Well, these are just theories, so if you're like, Cheyenne, this is bonkers, this is bananas, it's not a finished series. We are allowed to theorize. It's fun to see it's haha. At this point, we're so far into the dives. Here we are. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and goodbye.